How often do we get terrible financial statements from our clients? How do we handle that? Do we charge them more? How does that work if your books are a mess? So, regardless of how good your financial statements actually are, there will always be at least a handful of adjustments that we need to make to your financial statements before we can go and prepare the tax return. And that's just completely unavoidable. So, every single client, you're going to have to make some type of adjustments to their financials. But now, how often do we get financial statements to where it's just like terrible? Honestly, I would actually say only about 10% of the time do we get handed financial statements and it's just like, take this back. And now, when that does happen, we kind of handle it a couple different ways. So, most of our clients actually pay us year round to come in and do things like clean up their books. We're not necessarily doing their bookkeeping, but if they have an issue or a bookkeeping question, we'll come in there and make sure things are reconciled and nice and clean. Now, for the people that work with us that don't pay us year round, maybe they only have us file the tax return and then maybe they just do one or two consults throughout the year. Well, what we do with them depends on what business they own. If they're just a single owner LLC or a sole proprietor, we'll just send them over a profit and loss template for them to fill out. We have them fill that out, swear by it, and then we run with that. If you're an S corporation or a partnership, though, we pretty much just build in the cost of a little bit of cleanup in the preparation of the tax return price. And that's because with a partnership or an S corporation tax return, if you don't know how to do financial statements, you're not going to be able to complete that tax return. You have to have a little bit of cleanup in there for the client so you can actually prepare the tax return. Chances are, no, the client really doesn't know how to reconcile their accounts. So, how often do we get horrible books from clients? Not very often, 10-15% of the time. Do we charge clients more for cleaning up their books? Yes, we do.